Hello, my name is Clarence Earl Gideon. I'm going to tell you the story how I won a Supreme Court case. It all started on this one crazy night. I had a little bit too much to drink, and I guess breaking into a pool room with the intent of a misdemeanor is a felony. And as I said before, I had a little too much to drink. Well, I guess they had cameras, and I just bit off too much that I just could not handle.
Mr. Gideon, I'm sorry, but I cannot appoint counsel to represent you in this case. Under the laws of the state of Florida, the only time the court can appoint counsel to represent a defendant is when the person is charged with a capital offense. I am sorry, but I will have to deny your request to appoint counsel to defend you in this case.
Gee whiz.
So what happened?
Well, me being an illiterate poor boy, I had no idea how to defend myself. I tried my best, but I was sentenced to 5 years in jail, and that was a clear violation of my constitutional right.
Mm-hmm.
The Sixth Amendment, that is.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew I had to change it.
Then what?
Well, I knew there was a problem with the Florida law that could be changed by me, so I filed a petition for a writ of habeas corpus, and took it from there.
In midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter, in strife, in 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in the life? How about
And I was in.
The question is, does the Sixth Amendment extend to felony defendants in state courts?
And yes, it does.
In a unanimous 9-0 vote, the right to an attorney does extend to felony defendants. The framers of the Constitution placed a high value on the right of the accused. Gideon's constitutional right was clearly violated. Federal and state courts must acknowledge and respect the new ruling.
And that's how I ensured that everybody had truly had the right to an attorney, and justice has been served and has been respected and acknowledged until to this day.
Well, thank you for appearing on our show, Mr. Gideon.
Thank you for having me.
I have this baby all by myself, with no husband. I can't take care of it all on my own. The abortion laws in this state are so unfair. It's my body and I should choose what I do with it. I am here today because I believe the abortion laws in this state violate my guaranteed right to privacy.
Life begins at conception. You should not be allowed to kill a human life. It's just plain out old murder.
Okay, guys, settle down. Just give us some time and we'll take your case and discuss it and see if it's constitutional. In a 7-2 decision, the Supreme Court has decided that state criminal abortion laws that accept from criminality only life-saving procedures on the mother's behalf and that do not take into consideration the stage of pregnancy and other interests are unconstitutional for violating the due process law. The Due Process Clause protects the right to privacy, including a woman's right to terminate her pregnancy against state action.
comes down to it, Dred Scott's my slave.
Wait, why am I a slave if we live in a free state? The Missouri Compromise of 1820 outlaws slavery north of the Missouri border.
It's a bunch of mod's job. Well, I bought you in Missouri, which is a slave state. So technically, under my terms, you're a slave. That's just how the news goes.
But now you live in Illinois, which is a free state, so how can you legally own me?
How do you know any of this? You're just a dumb, uneducated slave.
I'm suing you.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but I'm white, you're black. You can't do that.
Therefore, John Sandford has no legal right to own me because he resides in a state in which slavery is illegal.
Ha! You can't sue him. He's white and you're black. The court rules that you are black, and therefore John Sandford wins.
Say what?
In a 7-2 ruling, being a Negro of African descent, whose ancestors were of pure African blood, and who were bought and sold in this country as slaves, Supreme Court has decided that Dred Scott is a piece of property owned by John Sandford, rather than a United States citizen. Dred Scott has no legal right to sue John Sandford because property can't sue people.
But aren't all men created equal?
Yes, however, you are property, not a man.
What? I'm clearly a living human being. Are you saying that I'm inferior to white people because my skin is a different color?
Yes.
Wake me up inside. Wake me up inside. Call my name and save me from the dark.
I think they're flirting. I'm jealous. I'm gonna call the cops though. Hello? There's a crazy person with a gun at this house. Can you please come? Thank you.
Ready?
Oh, I'm so gay. I love being gay. I love it.
What's going on here? I got a call about a weapons disturbance. It looks like you guys were engaging in sexual intercourse.
Oh, brother.
That's illegal in the state of Texas. You're under arrest.
Oh, no, we're naked still. We're just gay. I love being gay.
Homosexual conduct is illegal in the state of Texas. You two were engaging in sexual intercourse, so you owe a fine of $100.
No contest.
The 14th Amendment gives us equal protection and right to privacy. So, we will appeal this conviction.
Anti-sodomy law unconstitutional?
Yes.
No.
With a decision of 6-3, the majority decided that anti-sodomy laws are unconstitutional. They violate due process as well as equal protection under the 14th Amendment.
Ay caramba!